Hey friends, this is the NUROUM C50 360-degree conference webcam. Let's check this thing out. It should be pretty sweet here. Be doing a demonstration of all this stuff here. All right, we got some instructions, user manual there. We got on top here, little box. So this is, has a 1080p at 30 frames per second and a 360-degree field of view. Comes with a remote here. This also has like a AI built into. Nice long cord there. It's USB-C to USB-A, so we can hook that up. Comes with a power cord as well and a little adapter. Let's get this out of here, shall we? Good packaging on this for sure. That's it for the box right there. All right, check that out. Nice, sleek design. Got this awesome little like camera there on the top. Got some buttons here for microphone, plus minus sound. And then we have our plugins here on the bottom. Let's set this up and test it out, shall we? This thing looks really legit here as far as pretty cool device here. So 360 camera coverage around the top there, and looks pretty amazing. And a nice little, unobtrusive look. It's not like something that's glaring in the room too, so you can have this in your office or whatever, and it's not like an eyesore. It's just like a pretty cool looking piece of technology. So I'll test it out on my computer here. We're gonna do some plug and play, see how well that's gonna work, and we'll go from there. Okay, friends, so it's got some different modes on the top. You can switch it over. So this thing is pretty sweet. I'm using the microphone on this now. Plug and play. I plugged in my USB-C to the bottom, plugged in the wire, and it's ready to go. It has a little mute button on there. I was like, why come my audio's not working? And it was like literally the I had hit the mute button. So yeah, I set it up with OBS on there, no problem. Set up within just like 30 seconds. So what's cool about this too is I kind of you can still see like everything in the conference room. Say this is my conference room, but it has on the top screen here, it's showing me, well, it like follows. It like follows, it zooms in and out. This is really sweet. It's got some like AI. You can see the top screen. It's got like the surround, and then this one will like follow me. It has different like settings. So if I go over here and just basically go around my room. Sorry for the mess too. My desk's a little bit messy here, but just kind of like follows like where I'm at. You can see right there. Yeah, but I can swing over the other side. So I think it's like whoever's talking or whatever, it'll just automatically kind of adjust to that. See how it like follows me? Just looking at this right now, it seems like the color is really nice as far as like the display and things like that. Yeah, this thing looks pretty legit. Just kind of centers me in where the thing is. And so if I wanted to use this, say, might actually just switch to this to use it for my new webcam. So like doing unboxing and reviews and things like that, it could be definitely useful to have something that kind of follows your movements and stuff like that instead of trying to just be in one set location. So far it looks really good. I'm going to test, go back and listen to the audio, see how that sounds. Check out the speaker on here and the remote. Let's do that right now actually. Okay, I got some batteries in the remote here. Oops, okay, that button obviously turns off the video. It has a turn off the audio button as well. And then we can switch, we can zoom in. So it zooms in, okay. And then you zoom out. If it goes, we can steer it up, down, left. Sorry about the messy desk. Yeah, all the way around. Like, whoa, it just keeps going. Okay, we went literally all the way around, so that's pretty cool. And if I zoom in, then it can go up or down based on that. So that's really cool. Exposure, image, language, we can go to that and find different stuff there. Go back out. Zoom in, zoom out. Very responsive. The color on here is actually really good. So I'm pretty impressed with that. The different AI things, I think it's just basically the different modes here. So it has presentation mode. So as near as I can tell, it's just following like wherever I'm going, maybe like whoever's talking. Hello, over here. Seems like the tracking here is pretty good. I don't know if it's just like, oops, sorry, my little plant there. I don't know if it tracks the audio or the movement. Like if you're having a conference with a bunch of people sitting around a table, is it going to switch over automatically to the one that's talking? Here's discussion mode. And the audio, it picks up where the voice is coming from and switches the camera over to match that. So that's pretty sweet, actually. And then your global mode, trying to figure out what these modes are. The instructions don't really tell you like what they did. This is basically different AI modes. So not sure if global mode is going to follow me or if that's just going to keep that open right there. But definitely super impressed with this, guys. I'm going to go ahead and test out the sound. So I'm going to listen to the sound on the speakers on this. I guess I can zoom out. Sorry about that. The remote, super responsive. I really like that. Audio up and down. This thing seems like super legit. So if you're doing like a conference room call, I'm going to test. Actually, let's just test out the. If you guys know I'm not messing around here. Vacuum cleaner. Starting it. I'm just going to put it over here in the corner. Okay. And now I'm just going to talk normally with a vacuum cleaner running in the background. From right over here. Let's go look and see. You can see where it's at. Let's go presentation mode. Can't really see it. It's right over here on the ground. And it's running. So I'm going to go back and just listen to this. Right now, if you're trying to have a conversation in this room with that going on, it's doable, but it's really distracting and it's pretty loud. So I'm going to see how the AI works on that and test out the speakers on here, and then we'll give us our final thoughts. All right, here we are on opposite sides of the table and just demonstrating like the AI. This is so global mode basically does all the surrounding. Switching to AI mode's presentation mode, it'll just do one person and it'll like follow them. If I go over here or whatever, it's gonna follow me. And then that's pretty cool. If we have discussion mode, so the AI automatically recognizes like the face and then like who's ever talking.
So I can come over here with myself and it should track me over here while staying on him.
I wonder like how many people this can do at once, because this is pretty sweet. So this is two of us around the table. I don't know if we have another person, if it'll start a separate window or not, but
we could try that.
That's pretty cool. Maybe when your brother shows up, but this is pretty awesome. And even also, it'll track each person individually too. So if I move over here, I'm out of the way, it's gonna zoom in on me and like follow me.
And then since we got too close, it merged our view together.
Let's see if we separate.
If I go back over here,
so yeah, the AI just tracks the faces.
And then separate each view according to each person. That's insane. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
We got to try it when Dave gets back for a third person. But for two people, this is really cool. If I have something going on over here,
look, it like zooms in and like kind of just tracks you. I like how like the box shows over who's like talking and stuff like that.
And if I get back over here,
it should just
merge everything all together. Then I come over here, mode. And then I got this over here. That's so interesting. Okay, cool.
All right, that looks really sweet, actually. Yeah.
Hey friends, well, final thoughts on this NUROUM C50 360 web conference cam. The speakers on here are excellent. So the sound is obviously not as good as my dedicated microphone, but for like a big room and everything in it, that's excellent. The noise canceling is crazy, as I demonstrated with the vacuum cleaner in the room running, and you could just barely hear it when I went back and listened to it. I really like, I like how it just automatically detects faces. It sets up separate windows to everyone that's talking on the screen, and it recognizes it well. It follows good too, as far as like if you move over to the other side or this, it just follows you around. Had up to 3 people on here, and as soon as they walked in, started talking, it's recognizing faces and creating separate windows for them. So this thing is really cool. I like it a lot. The remote is super responsive. It's got really good picture quality. And if I were doing conferences and stuff like that, I definitely have this little guy with me for sure. Yeah, thanks for watching this review, guys. If you want to check it out, I'm going to link it in the description below. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.